Ah, college. The wonderful place where you have so many opportunities to get to know people, join organizations, learn so many things that you're not even going to care about in the future because all you're going to do is acquire so much debt over a period of time that you're not even going to know how to get out of. Welcome to college. In this episode of Talking with Ian, I will be telling you how I paid off my student loans by scamming my college. Well, kind of, sorta, you'll see. But also how you can do it as well. Cue intro right now. What is up, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's so great to be here and see your lovely faces. Big hug through the camera, big hug, big hug. How you doing? How's it going? Quarantine days, what's good? Hope everything's going well. So as you can tell from the title of this video, I'll be teaching you, or telling you more so, how I paid off my student loans by following my passion and kind of sort of scamming my college. So without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, a couple of things about me. I love photography. I love creating, I love making videos, and I love doing things that process my creativity and allow me to create and do things for other people in a creative fashion. And I did it legally. So here I want to tell you how I did it in a couple of simple steps and how I used my own passion to pay off my student loans by building a business, essentially. Student loans, we all know them, we all despise them, and we all never want to see them ever again or encounter them. So, what are student loans? Student loans come from you going to a college where you're gonna have to borrow money to pay off things like books, dorming, tuition, food, teachers, tutors, gyms, just about anything and everything you can imagine. Unless you're extremely rich or lucky or a genius and got so many scholarships where you don't have to pay any single loans, you will have to pay loans at a certain part of your time in college or after you graduate from college. Loans can be anywhere from $1,000 to $100,000. I've heard $1 million sometimes. Hey Ian, if loans cost so much, why do people go to college? And why do people take loans? Interesting question, Ian. Well, here's why. Nowadays, almost every single employer, company, or anyone who hires anyone looks for someone to have a bachelor's degree in a college. In order to attain a bachelor's degree, you have to pay for college, go to college, take classes, get your degree, and pay student loans or pay a huge amount of money. However, there are several ways you can go about paying these loans. And for me, I did it by finding a flaw within my campus's organizations and using it to my advantage to make money and pay off my loans. As a creative human being, I love photography. I love creating, I love doing things for other people in a creative fashion to make money. I also love business. At the end of my freshman year, I used to save up money that I had to purchase a camera. With this camera, I learned that there are several oh my gosh. With this camera, I learned that there are several ways to make money from photography, like making a business. I had become very infatuated with photography and learning how to make a business from it. Every day that I worked at the gym, at my school's gym, I would be searching, looking up online how to do certain things with the camera, how to take pictures correctly, how to learn about aperture and lenses and all that kind of stuff. And eventually, I would say I got really good at photography and I got a following on Instagram from it. When the end of my junior year came, people started asking me for graduation photos, something that the university offered as their own service. However, the university photos cost about $400 to $500 for like one single collage of a professional photo. You're standing like this and they go, head this way please, smile, eyes wide open, and cheese. I did not like that one bit. I did not believe that those single photos that take 10 minutes of your time to create cost or should cost $400 to $500, not even $50. So when people started asking me to take graduation photos for them, I decided, you know what? Yeah, let's go for it. And I only charged about $30 an hour. After I took one person's graduation photos, the word started to spread, people started liking my photos, everyone started seeing my work. I bumped it up to $50 per hour and I started making money from photography. Well, graduation graduation photos to be exact. So at the end of the graduation season of my sophomore year, when I first started taking graduation photos, I'd made about $2,000 from 1 month of graduation photos, which is not bad for someone who's in their sophomore year of college and doesn't know anything about business or how this thing even works. But what I did was I took a flaw from my college's system in graduation photos and used it to my own advantage to make money from it without even knowing. By the time junior year came, my name was already known across the entire campus as like the photographer. And so throughout the graduation season, I want to say, well, people would ask me for photos throughout the year for certain things, like sororities and fraternities always need photos, campus parties need photos, just about anyone and everything needed photos. And once I had established my name on there as like the photographer, I became known and I was able to make money from it. So when graduation season came, which is the last quarter of school, which is the third quarter, spring quarter, when everyone's about to graduate, I already had 60 graduation shoots lined up, all for about $100. And so if you do the math correctly, that's about $6,000 right there. That's just from 1 month too, of just doing graduation photos. I can tell you right now, when I told this to the campus graduation photographers, like the actual school's graduation photographers with the studio and like, you know, all this setup and whatnot, they looked at me like I was crazy, like I was undercharging or something. But to charge an individual person for $400, $600 for what, like 3 photos? Seems insane to me. So I kept doing what I was doing, charging less than the actual campus's graduation photographers and getting a lot more bookings from people by spreading my own name as like the photographer on campus. And by the time my senior year came of college, I had people booking me left and right throughout the entire year. I started doing weddings, I started doing brand shoots, I started shooting for organizations, for professionals, for just about every single person out there. There came a point where I was making a certain amount of money where I had to get a business license so that I could do everything legally, which is why I say I scammed my college, but I did it legally. So during my senior year of graduation photos, I did about 100 graduation photo shoots. Yes, it was busy. Yes, it was time consuming, but if you do the math, it's a pretty good amount of money right there. And even after I paid off my student loans right after graduating, because I made so much money from taking something that my campus already offered and making it my own, essentially scamming them and just doing what it is I wanted to do, that I had a passion for, that I knew I could do better than them, I was able to pay off my student loans. Granted, I am very lucky to have parents who supported me throughout college and helped me with funds a lot, but I did still have a good amount of loans when I graduated to pay off that I was able to pay off because I took advantage of something that was flawed in my college's system and made it my own and offered my own services for. Well, Ian, that's really cool, but how can I do it as someone who's maybe not passionate in photography? You got good questions left and right, Ian. Here's how you can do that. I just told you my story of how I used my own passion, looked at my university and saw what was wrong in their system and made it my own. The only thing you need to do is do it for yourself. Are you good at math? Are you good at science? Are you passionate about business? Do you like art or making art? Do you love to play music? There are so many things that campuses require because there's so many people on there, so many young people with needs and wants and all of these things. Find what it is you're good at so you can take advantage of it and possibly build a business out of and make money from to pay off your student loans. For example, if you're really good at math, you can become a math tutor and become the best math tutor on campus. Do you know how many people go through their freshman year and just don't know math at all? Like, I needed a math tutor to get through my math classes, and they make really good money. And if you're the best math tutor and you get everyone A's, then you can charge like $200 an hour or 15 minutes even. You know, so many things you can do. If you're passionate about food, start a meal prep company in college. Chances are your campus's dining area might have repetitive food that everyone is getting tired of, and you can take advantage of that to start a meal prepping company and sell your meal preps to other students, your friends, colleagues, anyone. If you're passionate about art, maybe make some notebooks with your art on it or pencils with your art on it. People all across colleges need notebooks, need pencils, all of these things. Everyone's taking notes. You can make a business out of what you love and work really hard to the point where you're able to make enough money and pay off your student loans, either right after you graduate or while you're in college. Here's my website in case you want to have a look at it and whatnot. It's pretty good. Also, I forgot to mention this, but pretty much every single college has their own class Facebook page. This is how I was able to get my personal business out there and get my first head start, by posting on that Facebook page saying, hey y'all, I'm selling graduation photos. I'll be taking photos for anyone who needs graduation photos, for anyone who needs photos whatsoever. And I've seen a lot of my colleagues post on there saying math tutor at your service with their own rates like listed down. And I'll also see people posting business inquiries, like if they're a business major and they're good at business, they can take inquiries and do things like look over someone's business and let them know how they can do better. You can literally post anything on these Facebook group pages and people will see them because it's popping up in their notifications. I just wanted to add this in there because I was editing and I was like, why did I not add this in there? Also, Craigslist is a really great place to post certain services that you can offer for your own business or business model if you're just thinking about it. I think I got about 20 or so gigs from Craigslist while I was posting on Craigslist. I probably could have gotten more if I were to post more on Craigslist, but Facebook pages work better for me, as well as Instagram. So yeah, if you're not taking advantage of Facebook groups in your area, for example, if you live in SoCal, look up SoCal Trading Group or SoCal Selling Group or something like that, and chances are there'll be a Facebook group page for that specific genre of people. And if you're trying to do this to take advantage of your college's lack in their own businesses, then search up on Facebook your college name, class name, and group at the end, and you'll probably find something. And you can join other classes' Facebook groups too. You don't have to only join your class's Facebook group. So go ahead and do that. And even better, if you're a math tutor or something like that, look up your university, class of so-and-so, and math tutor group. Point is, Facebook is a great way to advertise yourself, as well as any social media platform and Craigslist, as well as Yelp. Anyways, that's all I have for today, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. I hope you're having an awesome day, staying safe during quarantine. If you are on campus right now, wherever you're going to college at, please stay safe. I know it's really tough out there, but you've got this. And at the end of the day, so many people around the world deal with debt and college loans and all this stuff. And a lot of people are more privileged than others. I myself would say I'm more of a privileged person to be able to have access to be able to even go to college and have parents that supported me throughout college. But I hope this can help you understand that if you are in a tight spot, there are so many things you can do. Even working, just working really hard, you can make a decent amount of money. Find that spare time you have, whether it's an hour in your day or 5 minutes even. Maybe not 5 minutes, because maybe 30 minutes. But the thing is, you've got this. There is literally an app called TikTok out there right now where you can go viral for anything. I've seen so many people go viral for their anime merchandise. If you like anime, just make an anime merch list and make it the best anime merch in the world and just publicize it on there. If you're a singer, just get on TikTok and sing trends or something. It is absolutely incredible how viral you can go on TikTok, even Instagram Reels or YouTube, Find what it is you're passionate about and just do it. There are ways to make money. You just have to find out how to do it. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please go ahead and hit subscribe. I hope I'm pointing in the right direction. I have a Patreon down below if you'd like to see more content that I don't post anywhere else. I also do private live streams on there. I kind of sort of do Japanese lessons sometimes. My TikTok, where I have 1 million followers, and Instagram are also linked down below. And I think that's about it. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much. You are all beautiful, awesome, amazing people. So I want to keep making videos for you all. If you have any ideas, let me know down below. I'd like to check them out. But yeah, stay awesome and catch you later. I tried to go in for a hug, but I realized that we can't really physically hug because, you're on the other side of the screen, I'm here, all that. But yeah, it was awesome talking to you. Have an awesome day. Catch you later.